Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your love message reading, and I already pull out some cards and put it on the table because I just wanted to totally focused on, delivering the message and getting the downloads, and not to waste time by shuffling on camera and make it longer. Okay, so this is your card, and this is the person you are dealing with, will be dealing with, or already dealt with, or just you are just energetically connected and you feel that, and it's their energy affecting you in a positive, negative, or neutral way, whatever way it's affecting you. So that's the person we are going to be talking about. Okay, so let's see what you have. You have turtle in reverse, and they have owl and oyster, and then you have ten of fire, they have the moon, you have five of pentacles, five of earth pentacles, same thing in reverse. They have seven of wands in reverse. Then you got call, which is judgment, in reverse, and nine of fire. And they got queen of wands in reverse, and then nine of pentacles in reverse, and justice. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get into this, Taurus. So turtle in reverse, the first first message that I'm getting, that there is a movement. You are making decisions, you are actively making things it feels like something that has been kind of it's there is a it was moving, but it was moving in a turtle speed. Yeah, speed. Very calculated, very detail oriented move that you have been making so far. But now I'm really feeling like that like your speed of action gonna just accelerate, and it's like you are just making really I'm just getting this feeling that it's gonna happen very quick. It's gonna happen. You're gonna make one after another, one after another. You are just gonna make decision after decision and act on it. It's like a very fiery, energetic, kind of almost like feels a little forceful, but not forceful in a way that you are forcing yourself to do that, but feels very like the force. I can feel the force of this action. So there is a momentum, huge momentum that coming in your life, and it's gonna be you are gonna be making that momentum alive. And it's like you are just taking action. You are like whatever you have done so far, like within in relation to this connection, or in relation to your life, like whatever you have been working very stats, like strategically, calculatively, and kind of to get things under control of yours. I feel like right now things are finally getting under control, so you feel confident and you feel comfortable to make those rapid actions and make those rapid decision. That's what I'm feeling like your energy gonna be, or you are already in this energy. They are owl and oyster, so I feel like they are in the energy where they they are more, they want to understand the situation. In their communication, they are not prioritizing, they are not acting of their emotions, acting of their visceral feelings. They have a lot of deep feelings about the situation, whether in relation to you, or whether in relation to particular situation between you two. They have a lot of emotion, but they are really using their mind, they're really using their wisdom to make to communicate to, they are not really, they in that doesn't mean that they are not feeling things, they are not feeling deeply. They have a lot of emotion and feelings, but right now they are like, you know what, I am feeling all this, but my decision gonna be based on clarity, based on my mind, based on my wisdom, based on fairness, based on understanding, not based on my emotion, how I feel. And like that kind of, so they are removing, not removing, they are taking control of their emotion as well, like you are taking control of your immediate reality, in like in your immediate surroundings, your action, your material surroundings. They are taking control of their emotion, so they can speak from a point of fairness, point of understanding, point of not just, oh, I felt that, I felt hurt, so I'm gonna hurt you, I felt happy, so I'm gonna, like that kind of, it's not very self-centered energy. They are not really self-centered, they are kind of controlling, have a control over their emotion, not controlling, they have a control over their emotion, so that they can come across very wise and understanding when they talk to you, or when they try to deal with the situation that you guys are in. Okay, so 10 of fire, I feel like that's the thing I'm feeling, like you are like everything that like did not serve you, you are like burning, burning, burning it. Okay, this gonna go, this gonna go, this gonna go, I don't know. And it feels like, I know that life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like, okay, this switch off, this switch off, this switch on. Life doesn't work that way, I know that. But you have been working on this like for so long, strategically. You healed yourself strategically, you gathered all the tools and resources that you need, so like detailed oriented. The move that you made prior to this situation, right now you are in the position to make that decision very quick, because you know that you have built your support, you have built your support system. So you know whatever that is not working for you, you can let that go, because you already built a support system that works for you. So you can, now you can go let go what doesn't work for you. Before you could not do that, because if you let that go, then you don't have any support system to really rely on. So you had to go slowly to make your own support system that aligns with your want, with your need, so that you can let go all this that did not work. Look at this 10 of fire, all this thing that did not work, like, okay, burn everything. I don't I it's not gonna control me, it's not gonna be a part of my reality, the present reality that I'm trying to make. So you are really letting go a lot of, there's a lot of purging, but it's not emotional purging. I feel like it's a very fiery, very action based. Like, if you like, let me give you an example. If you feel like you need to change a job, you are like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna apply 20 jobs today or 10 jobs today or whatever, like that kind of acceleration of force that I'm feeling. Okay, that friend of mine did not work for me, she or they or he always brings kind of negativity, it's really not, it's not worth dwelling on. Okay, not gonna talk to them anymore. Okay, they are out of my life. Okay, this house is not really giving me good vibes, it's not really working for the way I'm growing. This house is not supporting me. Okay, I'm looking for house, you are like looking for house like that night, that kind of force I'm feeling. So you are making things happen in your immediate reality. It's not an emotional purging, but you are really making things happen. Whatever doesn't work, you are letting it go, and you are really bringing things in, actively bringing things in, what does work for you, what does align with your support system that you have built over the period of time. That's what I feel. And the moon, like, look at this, this person that you're connecting with, they kind of mastered the control over their emotion. They are very emotionally intelligent, they are very emotionally matured. They really understand the ins and outs of their emotion. That's why they have such a control over it, because that emotion is not driving them, their action, they are driving their emotion. You see that? That's why they can put a shell and put it everything inside, and not, it's still, the emotion is still alive, because the shell oyster has life under the shell. So the emotion is really alive and really like have a heartbeat and have a life, but it's not really on the surface, it's not dictating the decision making process, is not dictating how they communicate, it's not dictating their actions. So they really mastered the how to really understand their emotion, and how to maneuver through their emotion. With the moon upright, I feel like there is a lot of it's like I'm just getting the lot of emotional maturity that coming from them, emotional maturity when it comes to you, or in your life, in their life. They, like, that's what they are, that's where they are. Five of earth, five of earth in reverse, this is also your card. Like five of earth, it's like I'm feeling like that there's a lot of sadness, abandonment issues, nobody understands me, nobody loves me, I am not good for anybody, nobody's good for me. All those kind of things, feel that you are isolated in the desert and there is nobody to lean back on. That kind of mentality, that kind of senses, that kind of feelings is like almost dissipating, because that's maybe okay, yeah, that's what you have been working on for so long. Turtle, the turtle spade I said before you took that, because you used to feel that way. So in order to turn that around and really take control of your own thing, you have to work through diligently and very strategically to turn this five of earth in reverse. And that's what you did. That's right in the center. And that's what you take a lot of time. Maybe that may frustrated this connection, that maybe that's why they had to master their emotion, because that I can understand. When the speed is like turtle, and this person may felt that you are not involved, you are not invested, you are not you're aloof, you're withdrawn, all these kind of things, and that made them feel a lot of emotional responses and reaction. So over the period of time, while you are kind of turning this five of earth into reverse, they are mastering their emotion, so that their emotion does not dictate their action, because they want to understand you, they want to understand the situation that you are coming from, they want to put themselves in your shoes and understand from your point of view, like what you did, how you did, why you did what you did, all these kind of things. And I feel like that's what you are trying to do all this time, to turn your internal conflict, turn your inferiority, turn your insecurity, turn your disappointment, turn your frustration, turn your let down feelings by others. Repeatedly that happened to you. You turn that into something that you can make sense of, so that you can let go of all this that doesn't work. So you worked through your emotion, you worked through your behavior pattern, you worked through your go-to kind of behavior and hideout space in your life. You kind of work through all this thing. That's why you had to take the space and the speed of the turtle, because those things cannot be rushed out. Those things has to be diligently looked at and then kind of worked through with its own pace and time. Otherwise that healing is never really done, because it's rushed, it's like forced. So you did everything right, Taurus, and this is like, and they understand that very, very much. They understand that profoundly, your point of view. Seven of wands in reverse. So what happened during this time? I feel like this is giving me a little bit of flashback of the and letting me in into this person's life. It's like during this time they have worked on a lot on their spirituality. They also worked on a lot on their confidence level. They also worked on their how to not just preached and not get like how to maintain what you preach, how to practice what you preach, that kind of thing. Like I'm gonna say all this good word, I'm gonna talk about all this love and light and all that, but when it comes to my own experience, I am still dealing with this kind of I don't follow that, I don't feel that. So like those kind of, they try to really work on their sacral chakra and solar plexus chakra and heart chakra. They really wanted to open all these things. They wanted to be really how they feel and how they wanna, who they wanna be, that matches their action. They worked on that, and that may have put them into isolation. They may have cut them, they might have cut themselves off from any kind of social like any kind of outer force. Maybe they have been living like a very introverted kind of energy, I'm getting, like kind of focused on completely themselves. They worked on that. They may isolate on kind of socializing, even though you cannot do that much nowadays, but like even virtual socializing, they cut themselves off from all these things and kind of isolated them and focused on their spirituality, focused on their understanding of your behavior and human behavior in large, and their point of view, how to ground themselves, how to stand on their own wish, and how not to be derailed, how not to be, like say something and do something else, that kind of behavior, not to incubate those kind of behavior. So they have done all these things. But now I feel like with the Seven of Wands in reverse, I feel like as you are coming out of your depression, as you're coming out of your lack kind of feelings, as you're coming out of your like a kind of like, oh, self-pity kind of feelings, they are also coming out of their bubble. They are also coming out of their bubble, and they want to be visible, they want to be active in the community, they want to be reaching out to people, because now they feel, now you also feel confident, they also feel confident in themselves, so they want to go out and share, they want to again start communicating with people, they want to again, like, there is a sense of bursting the bubble, that kind of energy I'm getting from them. There is a sense of that, okay, now I'm not gonna be just in my cave, I'm gonna be, I already gathered what I needed to gather right now, so now I'm just gonna go out and just share things. There is a sense of exterior, like extrovert, not too much extrovert, but there is a sense of outgoing, there is a sense of involving others into their life, that kind of integration energy I'm getting from them. Excuse me. Nine of Fire and Call in reverse. Call is judgment in the regular tarot. Nine of Fire, like, while within all this, as you're burning all this other stuff, but there is something that already in your life that it's very dear to you. This is not something that you're looking for. This is not, oh, I need something, like, I feel like there is something, and I really feel this is maybe, this relationship is something that you really count on. Even though it may look like that you did not pay much attention, you did not invest much this, because you are busy doing the bringing the foundation up before you can do anything. And I really feel like that this relationship is almost like a limelight for you. It gives you a sense of inspiration, it gives you a sense of being, it gives you a sense of purpose. And even though within all these things, when you are burning all this unnecessary, that you also holding the fire for this relationship, and you know that it's not the last call, it's not ending. This relationship, it may look like, okay, I'm getting this message that it may feel like for both of you that this relationship is a stalemate, it did not go anywhere, it just died down. You may maybe even contemplating whether you guys are still together, whether this relationship is even valid, because there is so much of void, so much of absence is involved in this relationship. But for you, this relationship absolutely alive, they are the source of light for you. And you know that call in reverse, that this is not the end of it, this is not the end of it. It's not time for you to jump onto a new relationship or new kind of connection. This is the time that you identify and realize the brightness and the light, this relationship that you hold, that relationship that it holds in your heart, and really acknowledging it and recognizing it. So you know that this is not the end. So that's what you are at. They are in a very funny position, because they are in Queen of Wands, like they don't want to do something. It's interesting, they want to go out, they want to burst out the bubble, they want to burst this bubble that they have been. At the same time, they don't want to be too outgoing, they don't want to be completely focused on their kid, like, I want to do this, I want to do this. There is a, like, I'm feeling like this person is not very I kind of oriented. They are not like, they have a, they can, if they want, they can achieve a lot of stuff, they can go out and do all these amazing things, external achievement and all that, but they preferring not to focus too much on these kind of activities right now. They are not, like, look at this Nine of Pentacles in reverse as well. They are not really focused on their, where my happiness is. Their focus is not really, it's very interesting, I'm getting these energies. Their focus is not really themselves. Like, they are focusing on themselves, but in a very collective way. You know what I'm trying to say? They are not focused on, okay, what kind of, they are not focused on, oh, I want to build this, I want to, I don't know how to say this, like, it's like, right now they are not really thinking about their goals. They are not thinking about what kind of skills they have and how they can bank on those kind of skills, and how they can earn affection or admiration from by using those kind of skills. Because this person has a lot of skills. They are like queen of wands, like they are like they can turn things, anything charming, and make things happen. They are the like bitch get things done, that kind of, they have that kind of personality. But they are not really focusing on that kind of personality. They are not really embodying this kind of energy. They are not really looking for their, oh, what is my benefit, how I'm going to be stable. They are kind of taking away the energy from self to something else. I don't know, like they are just trying to, they are really trying to understand you, actually. Not trying to understand you, they understand you already. But it just they are not too much focused of me, that kind of energy I'm not getting from them at all. It's like, and that's they adjust it, and that's where they feel that they are, maybe you are dealing with a Libra or something like that, because the justice is a Libra card. Like there is this, and that's why they find this balance. When they do not focus on too much on their prosperity, what about me, what about my stability, what about my, all these kind of things. When they do not focus on that kind of me energy, they find very peaceful, they find it very just, they find it very balanced for themselves. It gives them certain sense of understanding of the world. It gives them a certain sense of compassion towards you and understanding for this situation and relationship. And they are just, I don't know, they are just beyond, they are getting out of themselves in order to understand themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? They are going beyond of self in order to understand self in a collective way, in order to understand self in relation to you or in relation to others. This is like, and it gives them much serenity. It gives them lot of sense of complete contentment. And it also gives them like, yeah, they are it gives them that they are doing the right thing. They feel very peaceful when they do that. And when they focus too much on their, okay, how I'm gonna show up my skill, how I'm gonna earn money by my skill, by using my skill, how what kind of home I'm gonna be at, what, when they put too much focus on themselves, it becomes very toxic for this person. So when they divert this energy from themselves little bit and kind of focus on understanding the emotion of others, so that they can understand their emotion, where the other person is coming from, what kind of point of view they are bearing, they are holding. When they open themselves up to others, especially to you, they feel a certain sense of complimency, contentment, and certain sense of peace within themselves, and that's really nice for them. So yeah, so like, you guys are on you guys on a parallel, you guys are going parallelly. You are doing same, you are doing you, they are doing them. But both of them, in order to hide why you guys are both doing themselves, yourself, because your goal point is one another. It's very interesting timeline here. You are doing your thing so that you can be with them, or you can hold that love in your heart for them. And they are doing their thing so that they can be open to your situation, and they can they can be totally open to you and totally accept you or the relationship or this connection. So you both are working on themselves, even though it feels like that it's like this relationship is not involved or invested, but actually you guys are very focused on each other. But you are just doing things on your own, so that you can meet together. When you guys come together, when the things kind of, right now you guys are going parallelly. When it converge, you guys gonna become together, and you both gonna be in the same frequency. Because you are working on yourself, like both of you working on yourself on the same speed, on a same way, because you're both of you has the, like the goal point is the same, is to this relationship, this connection. That's the prime. You guys are working through it on its own differently. All right, Taurus, I hope you get something out of it, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care, bye.